Isn't we all know? Wolfgang Mozart, Amadeus to some, a brilliant musician he soon become.
We've gathered together for a day of fun and to tell you his tale. Please pardon the pun.
We're the lofty descendants of each little mouse who lived in the woodwork of Mozart's old house.
They passed on the stories that now we must tell, so sit back, enjoy, and please listen well. Be as quiet as mice, for now it is time to meet the dear Mozarts in music and life.
I'm proud to be head of this merry household.
And I am Mother, named Anna Maria. Taking care of the family is my chosen career. Hello, everyone. Nana is my name. Being Wolfgang's sister is my claim to fame. I love music and never get bored, for I spend hours playing my clavichord. I am the Mozart canary, a lovable pet. I've been known to chirp a mean minuet. And as my dear friend Wolfgang would say, I do my best warbling in the key of A.
Those are my musician friends. They've just come along to join me tonight for an evening of song. And my dear friends, so glad you could come. Now let's prepare for some musical fun.
Papa, oh please, Papa dear. I've written some music I want you to hear.
Oh, come on now, Wolfgang. Don't be absurd. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Let's humor the child. I do think we should. My gracious, this music is really quite good. It's a difficult piece. Now how could that be? That's why it's called a concerto, you see. With practice that takes day or night. Practice and practice until you get it right. A marvelous work, a sight to behold.
And my son's only 4 years old.
Your son is a genius. I hereby proclaim that someday the world will remember his name.
It's very clear to see that he is quite a genius, everyone. It's very clear to see that we have quite a genius for a son. Who would have thought that of a little lad who's only 4 years old? He's writing melodies that someday all the whole world will behold. He's only 4, but we are sure his name we all adore. Someday his name we will claim. The world will know his name. The world will know his name.
Now, Papa Mozart was a clever man, so he came up with a marvelous plan.
Their talented family soon left their abode, and with music in hand took their show on the road.
And as they journeyed to far places, the mice hid in their instrument cases.
The Mozarts played all the courts in all the great cities, entertaining the royals with their musical ditties.
Their travels brought them to Vienna one day, where at the Empress's palace they played. I'm Empress Mia Teresa, and I'm here to greet you with some of my children who would like to meet you. First one of their name you shall never forget, and that is my daughter Marie Antoinette. Now, dear Mozart, we truly would love to witness the talent we've heard so much of.
Merry musicians are we.
cake? Dear Maria Antoinette, I cannot say no. Certainly, off to the parlor you go. Thank you, Mama. Did you hear what she said? I am so excited I might lose my head. From Vienna to Paris, soon they would roam. They fed many an aristocrat's home. Amazingly, somehow young Wolfgang composed sonatas, cantatas, and oratorios.
On arriving in London, Aunt Minnie claims they were summoned to play at the court of St. James.
Upon Wolfgang going to opera one night, he decided that operas were what he would write. Though they all praised his genius, one thing seemed funny. The wealthy just wouldn't part with their money. In the Netherlands, the highest of ours they made them, for trinkets and baubles were all they paid them. Yet the trinkets and baubles are not what you need when you got so many mouths to feed.
Indeed.
So back home to Salzburg, no bread for their place, they sadly returned, bemoaning their fate. But try as they may to make music ends meet, all of the efforts just met with defeat. So with his fame in his towns acclaimed, far from home, Papa and Wolfgang departed for Rome.
As they traveled through Italy on their grand concert tour, they were greeted with crowds cheering, "Encore! Encore!"
Well, just like those mice in old Dickory Dock, our relatives hid in the traveling clock. While dining in Rome, the mice had a ball, finding the cities the grandest of all.
Papa Mozart and Wolfgang found Italy a joy. There was so much to see for a girl young boy. Through the cities of Italy, they traveled with glee, from Verona to Venice and then Tuscany.
Between recitals, operas, concerts galore, Bologna was sandwiched right in their tour.
It was here in Bologna Wolfgang made tests to put many nagging questions to rest.
As head of the Philharmonic Society, I say we should give this boy a look-see.
His reputation has brought great fame, but is he really as gifted as others proclaim?
The question is simple and well understood. Do all our member composers think he's really that good?
In a room we shall lock him so we can be sure he can write 4-part music to his special school. Furry vermin who think with their belly got a bad tummy ache from too much vermicelli. But as the years that passed by, Mozart composed beautifully, and still remains for the church mouse to see.
From city to city, he wandered around, but a lost his instrument was not to be found.
Good fortune was not meant to be.
Finally in Vienna, he settled at last, hoping his problems were part of the past. One happy event, change of Wolfgang's life, and Stanza Weber became Mozart's wife.
He had once been in love with her talented sister, but she passed him up for a much richer mister.
When the mice heard the news, they cheered in delight. They danced and they sang and they partied all night. Some mice rejoiced with such jubilation, they needed mouse-to-mouse resuscitation. Wolfgang took teaching students each day, but found out it didn't pay. With unpaid bills and eviction loans, they're constantly running away from their debtors.
You've written symphonies, operas, concertos, duets. You think that'd be enough to pay off my debt?
It's a classical fact to all the poor folk, and musicians are destined to always be baroque. It's a classic situation, one that fills me with frustration. Where I go, one thing I know, musicians always will be baroque. They always say, "Oh, will you play me?" But then they never want to pay me. They always say my music's pleasant. Why is he living like a peasant? It's a classic situation, one that fills me with frustration. Where I go, think I know, musicians always will be baroque.
Though his music by some was considered a hit, his financial situation did not change a bit.
But the years that followed never brought wealth and took a terrible toll on his health. Sickly and frail, he took to his bed, alas at age 35 while a master was dead. Such talent he shared, such pleasure he did, yet Mozart was buried in a pauper's grave.
Triumph and tragedy, part his short story, but his musical legacy lives on in glory.
It's over 200 years since this master is gone. Yet his beautiful music plays on and on.
Born in Austria many years ago, his name is one that we all know. He wrote a concerto when he was 4, and symphonies, operas, and much, much more. Mozart, we sing now to you. Though it is long overdue, he never knew wealth or lasting fame, but we're here today to praise his name. It's 200 years since he is gone, but his beautiful music lives on and on. Mozart, you're truly the best. You have surpassed all the rest. Notes are pure, our apologies for taking all these liberties. Our music is different from the kind he wrote, but he's inspiration behind every note. Mozart, our praises we bring. Oh, Mice and Mozart, we
Well, thank you so much, second grade. This was such a wonderful treat for us all. What a great way to share Mozart's story through the eyes of mice. Thank you so much. Let's give them another round of applause.